Today I am making cards for the month of April. I looked through my starter cards, and I usually keep several, and I try to keep a variety of designs and things in here that I could pull out, add an embellishment or sentiment, and maybe decorate it a little bit more to give to somebody for whatever occasion it is. So I have done that. I picked out several cards. Well, first of all, I made me a list of all the birthdays and anniversaries in the date that they are due, and I try to do this at the early part of the month. Today is the 2nd of April. So these are some that I picked out. The first on the list is a birthday. So I pulled out this card and I embellished it, put a sentiment in it, and here I used my thumb daubers to put a little bit of color to bring the color of the card inside the card. Since these two are going to the same house because she has a birthday and they have an anniversary. So these cards are made with napkins. I have a video where I show you how I do that. So I added the sentiment, and it didn't look right to be white, so I added a little pink color around the edge with my thumb daubers, and I also did the same thing inside the card. Because these two are going to the same house, so I wanted them to be similar but different. And now I've got 3 little girls who are going to have a birthday in the month of April. And these are some fun little cards. I see purses and shoes, but it needs something on it. It needs a decoration. Well, I have this die, so I thought I would try to do something with a shoe on it, since there are shoes in the prints of the cards. Maybe pink and white or purple and white. I'll figure it out. Start by picking out some cards from my scrap bin. Pink, purple maybe, lavender maybe. Here's a little, oh, I already got that color. Let's see, might need some white accents. There's a softer pink. Here's a brighter, sort of a peach color. I usually square off my scraps, and this has got a print on it. I don't know, maybe purple, a stronger purple. Okay, I think I have some colors. There's a scrap of white I could use. So these colors, I don't like this color. I don't think that looks good on those. I don't think this looks good on there. I'm going to throw that color back. It's too, I don't know. This one will work, but this one will not. I think I need something a little softer pink. Maybe a brighter pink. No. think that one's okay. That one's okay. That one's okay. Of course, white. White is always okay. Questionable. It's close enough. Let's see what else I've got. Okay, some of those pieces. This paper is a little thinner, so some of the pieces are missing. When I did a really thick paper, all the pieces stayed intact, which is kind of nice if I wanted to just keep it just like that and not do anything else with it. However, with this one, I've got some colors that are stuck in there, so I cut out 3 shoes. This one was thick paper, and it came out completely whole, and I could put it on just like that, and it doesn't look too bad, but I think it'd be nice if it were glued on white and I cut a little edge around it. So I'm going to glue this on here and fussy cut a little white edge around, and that way it'll stand out a little better. And I'm glad that the whole thing is whole. I think I'll just keep it like that because it looks cool. But with these two, I'm going to have to do something different because some of the pieces came out. So we're going to have a contrasting color. So first thing we'll do, oops, we'll put glue all over this. And hopefully the pieces don't come out while I'm gluing. Very good. Now I'll just use my scissors and fussy cut. I will just fussy cut this out so that we have a little white edge, just to give it just a little bit more contrast. And that would be the simple way to use this die cut, which I did purchase off of Amazon. Sometimes I'll just have an idea and I'll say, I need a stamp or a die cut related to shoes, because I'm thinking of a particular person who likes shoes and it's one of their things. So having a shoe die cut, I can do things for that person, but now I'm using it for somebody else, for 3 other people's, and it will be appropriate for them as well. I try to follow the shape that's here, leaving just a tiny little white edge. I need to get in here to get this little tiny space. I do want that little space. There. Now that stands out a little better. And I think I'm okay with that. So I think I might drop it down here though, because I could put happy birthday up here. We'll just do a few little touch-ups here and there. Alright, now we'll just glue that on here, leaving room for happy birthday. So using my silicone mat, we'll glue this one more time. I have done this shoe before, and I did it with 3 different colors. I think I probably have a video about it on my channel. You don't always have to use the die cut the same way every time. There's usually more than one way to use it. So that's the simple way to use this die cut. And I've got room for happy birthday here. Now, with these two, we have to do something a little different. We need some contrast. Okay, I knocked out all of the parts. Now it could be put on white and you could see all the cool designs, and that actually looks nice. Oops, I missed one. I see a little piece right there. It doesn't want to come off. If I glue this on here, I could have the contrast of the white showing up, and I could cut out a little white edge all the way around, and that'll look nice. That's what it looks like when it's just backed with white. And so that looks pretty cool. I'm trying to decide where it looks best. What if I make the card open that way? It could work. You could have a message here. Have a message there. I think I like that. I haven't put anything inside, so it doesn't matter what orientation. These are called starter cards that I keep in my starter basket. They're partially started cards without a whole lot of personalization, so that way we can still see these shoes here. Okay, so this card is this way, and this card is that way. This one is very simple. This has got a little more contrast. Now, well, what do we do with this one? Let's play with it. We're missing some of the parts, so I think I'm going to go ahead and just take out the parts. I still have the purple parts, which I could swap and put the dark purple in there, which I may do that. I'm going to save those pieces, and we'll take these out of this. This paper is thinner. Sometimes that works and sometimes it don't. So I use my handy dandy quilting pen, and I keep that right in the end of this, so it's always nearby, because I find it extremely helpful to have it to poke out tiny little things that just are stubborn and don't want to come out. Okay, good. The pieces are out. Let's see what we can do. I want to set this on a contrasting color, just so I can see. Actually, no. I may do some gluing. I want to see if it's possible to replace some of these darker colors, because that would be really cool to have a contrasting color. That looks neat, huh? But it's missing a little pink part. I'll have to find it among here to put it back in. I'm not going to glue anything until I see whether or not I have all the parts and if I can make it complete. To replace those tiny parts, I needed to use my magnifying light so that I could see more clearly. This was a product offered to me, and I knew that I would find many useful ways to use it. It gives me a clear, close-up look at the tiny little details. Oh, that's not it. This is it. Okay, this is that. Hey, what do you do that for? Yeah, you dropped it. Please don't. Oh, did you get glue on your paw? You got glue on your paw. Here is a good look at the 3 girly cards that I made. The die cuts I used came from Amazon. I am an Amazon influencer. You can shop through my store. The link is in the description below the video. If you shop through my store, I do make a small commission at no additional cost to you. That is one small way you can help support the free content I provide for you. The purple binder, the clear envelopes, and the magnetic sheets also came from Amazon. I did make one additional card. This time I chose gold metallic paper to make a birthday card for the First Lady, whose birthday is also in April. Since we are entering the golden age, I thought the gold shoe seemed appropriate. I also made an envelope with a gold shimmer lining because her card was bigger than my standard cards. Of course you have to be here. Of course you do. Well, I need a pen to sign my card. The frame I used to embellish around the shoe also came from Amazon. It makes a bigger card, but it was the size frame I needed to work with the shoe die. I have shown you 3 different ways to use one die and 4 different card ideas. I hope this video inspires you to try new things with your old dies. Thanks for watching.